Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fitri. Now I will explain my thesis proposal. The first is thank you to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given me health so that I can complete this assignment. Then to Mr. Siti Maisoroh as the supervisor who has guided me in preparing thesis proposal until completion. And now I will explain the contents of my proposal entitled Study of the Impact of English learning content on TikTok in developing English language skills of Class B students at Hamdan University. The first is Chapter 1, Introduction. In the introduction that contains background of the study, focus of the study, purpose of the study, and significance of the study. Next chapter is Review of Literature and Research. The first is Learning and Social Media. The second one is Relevant Study, Theoretical Framework, and Research Question. Chapter 3 is Research Methodology. The first one is Research Design, Setting of the Study, Participant of the Study, Data Collection, Data Analysis, and Trustworthiness. Background of the study. TikTok is a social media platform that allows users to create and distribute short video with various creative features, such as music and visual effects. According to AJI, TikTok has become a popular application among the younger generation, especially in mastery of English. They state that this application can be used to edit videos with features such as music background, text addition, and provide special effects, which can increase the appeal of learning. And the second one is focus of the study. Third is purpose of the study. In the purpose of the study, there are three purposes: to identify the influence of TikTok content on speaking skills. And the second one is to assess the effectiveness of TikTok as learning tool for English language acquisition. The third is to identify content characteristics that facilitate learning. The next is significance of the study. The first is providing insights for educators on the use of social media in language learning, offering information for students on how to leverage TikTok English learning. Now we are moved to Chapter 2. The first is Learning and Social Media. Learning is a multidimensional and continuous process of acquiring, interpreting, and applying new knowledge, skills, attitudes, behaviors, and values. It allows individuals to adapt to their environments, solve problems, and grow intellectually, emotionally, and socially. Social media platforms like TikTok have become valuable for education. According to Prensky 2001, digital natives prefer learning through interactive and technology-based methods, which aligns with TikTok's short videos and engaging content. Relevant study. Pratama and Hastuti in 2023 said that TikTok helps students improve English skills like grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation through short videos. It's more fun and comfortable than traditional classroom features. Ningrum and Mandarin 2024 said that TikTok reduced students' anxiety by creating a safe space to practice speaking without fear of judgment. Its visual and audio tools help with pronunciation and sentence patterns. Wiranto and Hadlisha say that TikTok motivates students to learn English by offering fun and varied content. High school students who used a TikTok for 3 months improved their fluency and enjoyed learning outside the classroom. And the third is theoretical framework. This work is based on the idea that learning happens best through experience and interaction. Digital natives who enjoy using technology to learn find TikTok an engaging tool for education. The ZPD shows that students perform better with support. TikTok provides this support through features like duets, commands, and challenges, which help students practice and improve their English speaking skills. TikTok allows users to create videos, making it easier to practice. Technology plays a big role in education. Siraj and Vijay in Astra highlight how mobile learning allows students to learn anytime and anywhere, while Sudarto et al. Shows that platforms like TikTok make learning more flexible and accessible. Hasiolan et al. Found that interactive content increased students' interested in learning. And the next is research question. The first is what effects does TikTok's English language learning content have on Hamdan University Class B students' speaking abilities? And the next one is which certain TikTok features best support the growth of English speaking abilities? And the last is what impression do Hamdan University Class B students have of TikTok as a resource for enhancing their English language skills? Chapter 3, that is research methodology. The first is research design. Descriptive qualitative research design used in the study is appropriate for investigating learners' experience and perspective when they're using TikTok as a tool to improve their English speaking abilities. The first is observation. In observation, monitoring how students engage with TikTok's English content and how they incorporate it into their speaking practice. In interviews, conducting semi-structured interviews with chosen participants to gain insight into their views, challenges, and areas for improvement. Last is documentation. In documentation, analyzing TikTok videos created or viewed by participants to assess their relevance and educational value. The next is setting up the study. This research will take place at Hamdan University, focusing on students from Class B in the English Education Study program during the 2024 academic year, and how a purposive sampling method will select 15 to 20 students who regularly use TikTok for educational purpose. Survey or questionnaires will identify participants who meet the study's criteria. Next is data collection. This study defines TikTok as a platform for creating and sharing short videos, focusing on English learning content like vocabulary, grammar, and speaking challenges. English speaking skills are the ability to communicate fluently, clearly, and confidently in English. The impact of refers to the measurable effects of TikTok's content on improving participants' confidence, fluency, and overall language proficiency. Instrument of the study. To gather the data, the study uses 4 tools. The first is observation checklist. In these observations, track participants' use of TikTok for English learning, including frequency, content type, and speaking tasks. The next one is interview guide. Semi-structured question to understand participant views on TikToks, focusing on challenges, benefits, favorite features, and skill improvements. And the third is documentation template. Collect and analyze TikTok videos, noting content type, length, education value, and user interactions. And the last is speaking rubric. Evaluates participants' speaking skills, focusing on fluency, pronunciation, grammar, and confidence. Technique of collecting data. The first is observations. Watching how participants use TikTok, including practice frequency, features usage, and applying feedback. Interviews, talking to participants and faculty to understand their experiences and views on TikTok as a learning tool. And video analysis, reviewing TikTok videos used or created by participants to see how they have improved speaking skills. Last is speaking test. Speaking test is comparing participants' speaking skills before and after they study to measure change in fluency, pronunciation, grammar, and confidence. Next is data analysis. A qualitative descriptive technique will be used to assess the information gathered from speaking performance, evaluations, interviews, documentation, and observation. The following steps are part of this process is data organization. All collected data will be systematically arranged, including speaking performance rubrics, video documentation, interview transcripts, and observation notes. Every source of data will be identified and grouped according to the goals of the study. Data reductions. The remaining data will be categorized into topics like improvement in speaking skills, TikTok features contributing to learning, and students' perceptions. Once irrelevant or redundant data has been removed, the stage streamlines the information and concentrates on the most important discoveries. And the next is data display. Direct quote from participants and snippets of TikTok videos content will be used to bolster the narrative presentation of the condensed data. Patterns like the frequency of TikTok usage and its effect on speaking abilities can be shown using tables or charts. Last is trustworthiness. There are 4 content. The first is credibility. Triangulation, multiple data source, observation, interviews, and documentation will be used to cross-verify findings. This ensures a comprehensive understanding of the impact of TikTok on speaking skills. Member checking. Participants will review and validate the transcript of their interviews and key findings to confirm their accuracy. The researcher will spend sufficient time with the participants to build trust and gain deeper insight into their experience. And the next is transferability. Detailed description of the research context, participant, and procedure will be provided, so that readers can determine whether the findings are applicable. Dependability. A clear and transparent research process will be maintained, including documenting every step taken during data collection and analysis. Peer debriefing sessions with colleagues or advisors will be conducted to ensure that the interpretations are consistent and unbiased. Plus is confirmability. To minimize researcher bias, all data interpretations will be supported by direct evidence from the data source, such as the participant quotes or video documentation. Maybe this is the last for my thesis proposal presentations. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.